Hi guys, welcome back to Wayward Son Custom. Today we have the Smith & Wesson M&P Shield X. So this is the new kid on the block, and yeah, I'll be honest with you, I've always been kind of really torn on the M&P lineup of the Shield. The M&P lineup I haven't really been torn on. It's been the Shields, and honestly, all the Shields I've shot have been good guns. They've been accurate, they've been reliable, and you know, I think they look decent. All in all, they're good guns. Some people would even argue they're great. But the problem I have with it is the grip it's never been comfortable for me to shoot. There's just something about the width of the grip, the way it's made or something, where it always seems it hits me in the web of the hand just in a weird way that just is not, it's not really painful, it's just not really pleasant for me to shoot. I don't know, and so I wind up shooting a lot of guns better just because they feel better to me. And I don't think that's that uncommon for a lot of people out there. That's why, you know, some people love Glocks, and then others are like, well, it feels like a brick in your hand, it feels like an axe handle, or whatever. Well, that's because not everybody's the same. That's why there's a bunch of different guns out there. You know, different strokes for different folks, and that's fine. So, when it came to the X, I was like, finally, maybe they'll have a shield that's just right for John. And, I don't know. I mean, as I'm holding it right now, I mean, the grip does feel better. I mean, basically what they've done is taken the shield and made it about, I don't know, Glock G43X size, somewhere in there. Maybe 365 macro size, something like that. Anyway, I guess I should tell you that it's not just a shield with a longer grip. They actually have a little bit longer barrel too. This has a 3.6-inch barrel, which consequently, if I'm not mistaken, is the same length as the. Is that the same length as the Carry Comp shield? Can't remember. It's either 3.6 or 4.4 on that. I can't remember offhand. But what I will say is, I have seen where you can take your Smith & Wesson Shield Carry Comp Performance Center slide and put it on here, and it works just fine. Certain other YouTuber who's kind of honest but a little bit of an outlaw did that, and so that's been proven that works, that you can do that. But I don't know. I mean, all the ergos are the same. You still have your optic cut and all that. I mean, overall, you still have your front night sight, your blacked out serrated rear. I mean, all in all, it is a. I mean, I don't know what to say. I'm kind of a little underwhelmed because, really, to me, it's just another shield with a longer grip. So I'm assuming that it's going to shoot well, and I'm assuming that it's going to be very accurate and all of that. Accurate, reliable. I'm sure it'll run great. But at the end of the day, I'm not 100% sure that a little bit longer slide and a longer grip is going to make it any more comfortable or more appealing to me. So the only thing we can do is we can take it out to the range and see. You do have 15 round and also 13 round magazines that it ships with, so you have decent firepower as far as capacity goes and all that. I mean, you still have the same nice Smith & Wesson trigger. Get this out of the way, make it a little easier. So you have a little bit of a take up there. Nice clean break. And then, you know, actually, that's interesting. So when I go to reset the trigger, and I didn't do it that time, And it did that time. There's a little bit of a jump there. I don't know if you can just see that, but it just jumped a little bit. So as I'm, yeah, right there. Like, I don't know. Almost seems like the recoil spring was just catching just a little bit at the end there. I don't know. But anyway, honestly, the trigger on this doesn't seem quite as good as the ones on the other shields. Doesn't seem bad, just doesn't seem quite as good. Anyway, I can debate this all day long. Let's take it out to the range and see what it does. Again, I'm sure it's going to run fine, but got to put it through its paces. Now see, it's still not, the trigger's not resetting. Yeah, I'm even taking my finger all the way off after each shot and it won't. And now it doesn't want to go forward at all. Alright. Try it again. I kind of didn't want to go into battery. Okay. Alright, well, it started to work there. Alright, whatever the issue was, seems to have worked itself out. Okay, I was surprised. Just not pleasantly so. Okay, so here's the thing. As I'm holding it, the grip does feel better to me than a regular shield. But, yeah, shooting it, I still get that weird pressure on my hand that I don't like. Like I said, I can't really categorize it as pain. It's just not comfortable under recoil. The texturing is nice on it. I mean, it's easy to keep a hold of and everything. It feels good in my hand when I'm just holding it. But then shooting it's another story. I think it's just because it's just a little bit too thin, and so it's just hitting me just right under recoil. But yeah, it really wasn't comfortable for me to shoot. It was accurate, but the thing that really surprised me is that it was not reliable. As you could tell by the video, it wasn't reliable at all. For some reason, it started off, it was shooting fine, and then it started getting to where the trigger would just go dead on me. It would just, instead of returning like it's supposed to right there, it would just stay back, and I actually would have to flick it with my trigger finger. And then so at first I thought, well, you know, maybe I'm just too fast on, maybe I'm not letting it out, you know, I'm not used to the trigger, I'm not doing the reset right, maybe I'm not letting it fully reset, something like that. Maybe I'm the issue. So then I started, and hopefully you can see on the video, but I started actually pulling it and letting completely off, just like that, so that there's no way I was riding the trigger and manipulating it or trying to reset it too quickly or anything like that. There's no way that I was doing anything with the trigger that it shouldn't have. And so excuse me, so after quite a few rounds of doing that, then I ran some hollow points through it, and after that, no issues. But I've got a few hundred rounds through it, and I didn't count the number of I mean, you saw the video, you can, all the issues with the trigger are on there, so you could very easily count them yourselves. But any more than one is kind of unacceptable to me. This is designed to be an EDC gun, and if it's not 100% reliable, then why would you carry it, right? And maybe an anomaly, it may have worked itself out, but this is not something I would trust my yeah, I would not trust this gun just because of the reliability issues. Now, I may send it in the Smith, I may not. I may keep it and put some more rounds through it and see if I get to a point where I'm comfortable carrying it. But even then, I don't like shooting it. And this model, actually, the first one I could get came with a thumb safety, which I'm not a fan of on polymer frame striker fired guns. I think they're kind of redundant for most of them, although maybe the 320 might benefit from one. Anyway, yeah, that's a different video. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you. Overall, it's not a bad gun, as long as yours doesn't have the trigger issues that mine had. And as long as that's something that's just an anomaly and it's not something that a lot of these guns are experiencing, then, you know, it's not a big deal. And I'm sure Smith & Wesson, they're usually a pretty stand-up company. I'm sure if I send this in, if there's anything wrong, I'm sure they'll make it right. But, again, as it stands right now, I can't really recommend this gun because my sample size was not 100% reliable. Had trigger issues and really wasn't comfortable for me to shoot. Somebody else might be comfortable to shoot, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's shooting it. That trigger just didn't work the way it was supposed to. It was not 100% reliable, so I can't in good conscience. Nothing against Smith & Wesson as a whole, but I cannot recommend this gun. If you guys, any of you out there have any experience with the Shield X, good, positive, in between, hit me up in the comment section below, let me know, or shoot me an email at waywardsoncustomgun@gmail.com and tell me about it. I'd really love to hear you guys' opinions on this, because I'm hoping this is just an anomaly, and I hope there's not a lot of guns that are having this issue, because that would really suck. Smith & Wesson's really built a good reputation for reliability, accuracy, ergonomics, and all that kind of stuff with their M&P lineup, especially the Shield. It's a very popular gun, so hopefully mine was just a one-off issue and it's not something bigger than that, hopefully. But anyway, you guys let me know what your experiences are, what you think of the gun and all that, and if you wouldn't mind, If you haven't already, please take a moment to hit the subscribe button, throw a thumbs up, like the video, share the video, comment on it, all that good stuff. Help jog the algorithm. If you want to support the video or the channel, then you can join by clicking join. There's 3 different tiers of membership. Each one has its own perks, but they piggyback on each other, so the top tier gets everything. You can buy some Wayward Son custom merch at waywardsoncustomgun.com. You can also hit up some links over there that'll help save you some coin on some things that I cannot link to directly from YouTube per their rules. There are some things down in the description below that'll help you out with some good kit. Might save you some coin. Those are things that I can link to directly from YouTube per their rules. And yeah, there's always Patreon and there's always super thanks. But anyway, until next time, watch your 6 and carry on. Wayward Son out. This was a huge disappointment.